I think it's hard to judge when exactly you're gonna get the money shot. This lens might be too much zoom. I'll try to see if I can get some pictures. I'm Kalyan Varma and I'm a wildlife photographer from Bangalore, India. Today, we're going to explore an area called Valparai in the Western Ghats in search of the endangered lion-tailed macaque and other endemic wildlife. I'll take you through how I take these photos and what I do to edit them. So this is my typical kit when I go out photographing. I primarily use a zoom lens with a mirrorless camera. These mirrorless cameras are great because they're much smaller to carry around. This is a 200mm to 600mm zoom, which is great because I can shoot both mammals with it at 200mm, but when I want to shoot birds as well, I can go all the way up to 600mm. Along with it, I have the 70 to 200mm lens. The aperture is f2.8. What it basically means is that I can shoot in lower lights, but I also get this beautiful, nice blurred background when I'm doing portraits. But along with it, I carry a basic wide-angle lens for landscape shots that I need anywhere. This is a 16 to 35mm lens. And there we go, we're ready to go. What I'm really looking for are some rare primates here, which can only be found in this stretch. They're usually up in the canopy, but there's one place up here where they come down quite often and quite habituated to people. It's not ideal for me. I would have loved to photograph them in beautiful rainforest, but this is the reality. So I'm gonna see if I can get some pictures which depicts this. This is quite disturbing here. These macaques are eating from a trash and there's a lot of plastic here. One of the things as a photographer you learn is that sometimes the best camera is the one that's easily available for you. So right now I don't have a wide angle lens, but I do have my mobile, so I'm going to try to see if I can get some shots showing this plastic pollution and these endangered primates with them. One of the things about mobile phones these days is that just like your big cameras, you can shoot in RAW mode. So although the pictures look alright, I know I can edit these pictures later. I need to make sure the focus stays on the macaque. The dark body of these macaques throws the exposure off, but I can adjust that on my phone. I know these are not the prettiest pictures, but I think these pictures will have an impact. And people say they'll want to do something about it. This one's with a bright piece of plastic. I just love it when these monkeys are funny, playing around. I'm trying to get a shutter speed of 1/1000 or faster, so I can get shots like this where it's hanging and it's sharp. And when the action's going on, all these cameras have burst mode, which takes about 10 pictures per second. It's hard to judge when exactly you're gonna get the money shot, but I have over a dozen pictures here, so I'm sure one of them is good. I will have to see them at the computer and then figure out which one's the best one. A lot of times you don't know what you've captured, so I can't wait to look at these images. Wow, this beautiful lion-tailed macaques. I love this light that's falling on them. I think when you're shooting portraits especially, I think it's the eyes really need to stand out. Oh, I really love this cheeky pose. I think that's one of my favorites. These are not some of the prettiest images, but I think for me it's a very strong conservation message. These are highly endangered primates, less than 4,000 of them left in the wild, but they are consuming plastic. You know, their habitats are degrading, and for me, having a jar of something which are very bright colored against this light colored monkey, I find that quite interesting. I'm increasing the exposure and contrast to brighten the image. Then I'm adjusting the temperature to make it warmer. I want to see more detail in dark areas, so I'm lifting the shadows. Yeah, that looks quite a big change. I mean, it looked quite dull, and I like the warm tone in this image, just looking really well. Just got news that there are a bunch of elephants out in the tees. Let's go get some shots. Wow, this beautiful female. I'm just waiting for this female to come to the right position. So I can't go any closer, it's quite unsafe as well. So I'm just going to wait it out for this female to see if she gives a better pose. I really love the way this elephant image has turned out. Because of the fast shutter speed, I can see all those dust stones up in the air. Oh! I did get when it was throwing some mud on itself. Wow. So let me pick the best image out there. Yeah, this clearly needs some editing, so I'll go to editing mode. Gonna reduce the brightness, increase the contrast. Well, that really makes the image pop. And with this, I can compare how it looks before and after. It's a beautiful portrait. I love this one. Oh, look at that. All these gaur are coming down there. They're feeding on the grass. And I want to get some nice portraits of them. So I'm going to try to go closer. I also feel that this lens might be too much zoom to get good portraits of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm also carrying my 70-200 lens. So that will be useful in just getting slightly wider shots. But we'll go and find out. That's a pretty big herd of gaur there, and they're a bit too comfortable with me, and I'm only getting the back sides. What I'm trying to get is really nice portrait. So it's a matter of stalking them, going as close as possible, but they're actually spooking them. And if one or two of them look at me, I'll get a nice eye level shot. It's very dark, the light's quite less, so I'm going to bump up my ISO, which essentially increases the sensitivity. I can get a nice shutter speed, even in this light. Oh, beautiful. This one looks quite beautiful. Come on, look at me. Lovely. I like those multiple shots of this bull gaur I got. And let me edit this image. I don't like this blue, so I'm gonna bump up the white balance. What it really does, it makes it look much more warmer and much more day-like. Bump up the contrast a bit. Exposure. Some of the shadow details I want to come out. So there's a lot of back and forth. Sometimes you change one, something else changes. So figuring out what really works. That looks great. That definitely is a keeper for me. Valparai is a home away from home for me. I love coming here to connect with nature and see these animals that don't exist anywhere else on the planet. For me, that's what photography is all about. If you want to see the adventure I've been on to get these images, head over to BBC Earth Explorer's YouTube channel.